Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever this happens to arrive in your reality of now. I hope you had a good rest cycle. I was on a fairly long car ride with a 3-month-old baby, my grandchild. My daughter, we stop and all of us are tired and ready to be home and still hours away from home. The baby's squawking. So I run into the convenience store and my daughter feeds the baby, changes the baby, soothes the baby, and then puts the baby back in the car seat. And then she puts her car in reverse and the baby very loudly shits on the diaper. And so she puts the car back into park and then goes to change the baby. The way that she looked at it with amusement and laughter. And I loved that because I knew that she was tired, fatigued. It had been a long day of standing in not so fun lines, although we're at the vital statistics and getting adulty stuff done. And before that, I was at a yearly with my youngest child. So it was doctor's appointments and DMV kind of lines. So not really the most woohoo fun, but necessary adulting stuff. I knew she was fatigued, tired, hungry. She kept rubbing her neck. I knew she was sore. And she had just changed that diaper, just fed the baby. She gets the baby out of the car seat again and just hugs the baby, poopy diaper and all, and just takes the opportunity for an additional hug. And then when she went to toss the diaper out, she took the baby with her so that way they could go on a small walk. It would have been normal and easier to be irritated, to blame the child for doing what children do. And the way that she handled it being an opportunity for another hug, I was so proud of her. I'd offered, I'm like, I could drive. She's like, no, I got it. The way that she has been handling herself and stepping into the role, she's legit been a mother for less than 13 weeks. The care, the love, the joy. It changing a poopy diaper after just putting on a clean one. And seeing that as an opportunity for another hug. And another, we had spoken, and she knows every time you take care of their needs, you're showing them, I've got you. I'll make it better. And that develops that bond of trust and reliability. She's relishing it. I want to pull a card for that divine nurturing energy. That energy that makes the shitstorm okay. That takes the opportunity of your additional needs as a time for another hug. That kind of, I've got you. Everybody should have that. Not every child gets parents that in tune, but every child deserves it, including the inner child that we all carry. The best reason to claim it's okay to be victimized and hurt by our past is our mommy-daddy issues. Or past love hurts. It's easy to point reasons of why. And there is always a logical excuse to back it up and to stay in there. That mindset of frustration and irritation at stopping what you're doing for another, because that baby is incapable of changing its own diaper. That baby is incapable of knowing why it's in a car seat for so long. All of its needs being handled and met. The kindness, the care, that's how we should treat our inner child. It's easier to take care of something external than to take care of yourself. And there's certain areas you need someone else to take care of. Your C7, it's like to put a knife in my back. It's if you put your hand, it's like right where if somebody put a knife in your back, you couldn't take care of it yourself. That's that area. When you go through betrayal, backstabbing, it rests right there, kind of between the shoulder blades. But that's where that pain is, and you need someone else to pull that knife out. You can't do it yourself, nor should you expect yourself to be able to. I'll be focusing right onto the C7 and the energy of Pachamama, Gaia, Earth, who is our mother, she is the mother of all of us, all of us. Gaia cleanses the body. The nurturing, that feeling safe and stable and good, that comes when you're taken care of. So, C7. 44 Union. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Soul 37. Pretty card. Top of the deck is Merkaba 32. Breaks down to a 5. All right. The energy of union activates our ability to unite our outer and inner aspects towards a state of wholeness. All right. Relax your shoulders and slowly move your shoulders back and forth and feel for any tightness right behind your shoulder blades. Give Gaia permission, preferably with gratitude and thanks. And if it is comfortable for you to do so, usually in a alone space, verbally your body listens to you. Give Gaia permission to come up and heal. I am going to be focusing on the higher self, moving into the vessel. This is done always. I believe your biggest supporter is your higher self. Not a low set of self-esteem, a pattern habit of seeing your needs not met. You start to expect it. That we want to cleanse away. And when I'm saying you, I don't actually mean you. I'm talking you as in collective in general. The hurt and then expectation for hurt and then fulfilling that blank space. That we want to, when higher self is sitting in your lap and always with you and you can feel that, the confidence is there. It's confidence. I reached a level of confidence a very, very long time ago. And when my children were young and little, it was one of the things I didn't know how to teach them. So what I had said is fake it until you can make it. But I don't know if that was exactly the best way. It was what I knew and how I tried to explain at the time with them. It's, you can handle it. You know how to do this. You've done it before. you are your own Swiss Army knife. You have had times where things weren't taken care of that should have been. All of us go through this. It's the walk of humanness we all get to share in. The energy of it being stuck at our C7, that is a little bit less known. The awareness of abandonment, of stagnation, frustration, all of that we know. We've had exposure and experience too. Your higher self around you, your consciousness comes with you. I walk into situations and there is always familiar signals and signs. I'm aware of my connection. And it's been reinforced so much over time that my confidence is me. It's naturally me. And it's also had bridged out to things that I am learning house stuff that I didn't know. And I am learning to be okay with, it's frustrating for me to see a problem and not be able to fix it. While we are out gallivanting, doing our necessary stuff at the home front, there was a plumber taking care of a leak. And then when we got home, plumber left, we paid. When we got home, leak is still dripping. It's like, basically, I just changed that diaper. I just fixed that leak. And then you're presented with it again. That's that opportunity to hug your inner child. That's that opportunity to have it repaired better. So, permission for higher self to move in. Permission for Gaia to cleanse and heal. Your attention, hopefully while I was yada yada yadaing, you were still stretching and moving that back and feeling that area right there. We are going to be bringing energy to the C7, to that area that you can't reach on your own. It's okay in some aspects of our reality to be a baby who can't change its own diaper. And it's okay to fully expect and see that energy come to take care of it. Because that's why it's there. That's what it does. That is very much the energy of Gaia. Okay, feet on the ground. 1313. Nia taria te kumanaya shasataria tre kuya na mia taria suturu paria taria dia sanaya. Muya tasha sataria te potaria taria taria shasataria te komunia taria ropoya na mia taria satare. Nia sushu suya tan munia taria sataria te kriman taria taria shumunia taria ropoya na ya. Nia sutaria taria sataria taria kuya shamunia ta. Nia taria te kupaya ta nia sa shuya taria te komunia sa. Nia saya rikonamaya sa shasataria ta healing. Koya moya taria sataria sasuya tasha sataya moyata warm light. Kuya moya sasha siata ira poya ira moya sataya taku. Yoya moya taya sataya dianuniasa soothing waters. Kuya taria sasha yatoya no moya taria sataya shasamoya taya naniataya. And disperse. Okay, random card for the light language. Divine masculine energy. The frequency of divine masculine supports our active, focused, and strong side, facilitating our capacity to transform our dreams into form. Take care. Be well.